Let's welcome to the CJU stage CJ's SVP Product and Automation, Aruna Bhagtani, and VP Data Science and Analytics, Josh Peterson.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to day 3 of CJU. We are so excited to have you guys here with us today. We've had tons of coffee, so we're absolutely ready to go. We're hoping you've had that too. I'm Aruna Bhagtani. I'm the SVP of Product and Automation here at CJ. In my role, I'm responsible for driving CJ's innovation roadmap and building products and solutions that really enable our clients to run their performance marketing programs more effectively. Over my 14-year journey here at CJ, I've had the privilege of working with some amazingly talented people. I see many of them in this room, lots of faces here on the front row, and I am so thrilled to share the stage with my partner in crime, Josh Peterson, who is our VP of Data Science and Analytics. Trust me, with his data skills, he can probably predict what we're going to have for lunch. We're going to take the next 25 minutes or so and talk about how CJ's solutions and strategies can help you meet the ever-changing needs of the modern consumer. But before we do that, Josh, what generation do you belong to?
I'm a millennial, and I'm pretty sure we're having Italian for lunch.
Ooh, that sounds delicious. I just hope you get that right.
Me too.
Also, I'm a millennial too. You're probably wondering, why are we asking each other these questions? Well, here's the thing. While CJ offers solutions that can help you attain consumers across generations, today we're going to zero in on one specific group, and that's Gen Z. As a mom of a 12-year-old, I can tell you, these kids have an uncanny ability to identify the next big thing. I'm going to play a short clip next, and I'm sure many of you in the audience have probably had very similar conversations with your friends and family. Let's take a quick look.
What's this? Floppy disk. Seems solid. That's not what
Looks like the save button.
It is the save button. No, didn't work. That's not how it works.
But he said
it's like memory storage.
Sweet.
For a desktop. Why would a desk need memory? This is our future. How many apps does it hold? None. Then what is it saving? My progress on the Oregon Trail. Amen. Man, technology last century was wild. Last century? Aren't these from like 30, 40 years ago? Are they okay? No. God, no.
First of all, as a millennial, I'm personally offended by the fact that both floppy disks and Oregon Trail are considered last century.
I know.
When did that happen, Josh?
Whatever happened to like ford the river or float, all those things, it was wonderful.
Exactly. But on a more serious note, this real-world example clearly demonstrates how radically different Gen Z's experiences are as compared to the previous generations. I know we've all heard all kinds of stereotypes about Gen Z. They're always on their phone, they're broke, they never leave their home. Sound familiar? Well, if you thought that, you're partially right. They are indeed glued to their phones. And honestly, I don't think my kid is ever leaving home. But it's time we forget that broke college kid stereotype, because this generation is about to rewrite the spending rulebook. They're a whopping 2 billion strong globally, representing 25% of the world population. And by 2030, they're estimated to control $12 trillion in consumer spending. Gen Z has grown up with vastly different influences, priorities, and technologies as compared to the previous ones, making their consumer journey evolve beyond what was imaginable in the past. Don't get me wrong. All of us in this room know it's important to invest in all consumer generations. But understanding and engaging with Gen Z can help us stay ahead of the trends and prep for the future. In fact, this quote from the CMO of a global pharma company really resonated with me, where he says that if I don't factor Gen Z into my business now, I don't really have a business for tomorrow. Over the years here at CJ, we've been on this journey to understand the Gen Z consumer. And it all felt pretty new to us. But then we realized very quickly that the old marketing rules were obsolete. This was a completely new ballgame, requiring an overhaul of our strategies to connect with this elusive, yet very powerful generation. We've seen and learned a lot about this generation in the past few years. Gen Z lives and breathes inspiration. And for them, social media is their inspiration oxygen supply. Sorry, there's a frog in my throat. Once they identify something cool, they dive deeper, seeking trustworthy information to ensure that they're making the right purchase. Authenticity and third-party validation are fundamental values for Gen Z as they navigate their shopping journey. Our partnership ecosystem, which is all of you sitting in this room, delivers both. Hence, we've ditched the old linear sales funnel for a dynamic trust loop where every single touch point, right from discovering a product to becoming a loyal fan, is a chance to build a deeper connection. Our partnership ecosystem really excels at this because through our diverse partner network, we can engage with consumers in a unique and trusted manner, providing critical third-party validation that they're making the right purchase. We can also meet them wherever they are in their journey, right from planting a seed of inspiration on TikTok, to showcasing vanity codes on TV, to offering exclusive cashback deals, to promoting loyalty programs to drive retention. We can do it all. Our partnership ecosystem builds trust, drives sales, and fosters loyal communities. Let's take a look at how CJ makes this happen at every single stage within the journey, right from awareness all the way to retention. We all know of Gen Z's obsession with social media. In fact, 44% of Gen Z consumers discover new brands on social media on a daily basis. As a millennial who came of age when Google became a verb, it blows my mind to see how social media has gone from something just for fun to becoming the reigning champion for both product and brand discovery. It's pretty evident that by mastering social and leveraging user-generated content, brands can skyrocket visibility and drive tons of sales in the process. This is one of the key reasons that's driving the convergence of influencer marketing and performance partnerships, so brands can harness a comprehensive strategy that can be activated across the entire customer journey. Over the years, CJ has had a track record of delivering measurable outcomes across influencer campaigns of various types that we've executed very successfully through our CJ Influence team and solutions. Santi spoke about the influential acquisition yesterday during his keynote, and that's going to supercharge these efforts even further, and we're so excited about it. CJ Influence covers everything, from discovery to management to analysis, all within one solution itself. With access to over 25 million creators, our teams can discover and cast the right set of partners to align with your campaign goals, be it creating brand awareness, driving sales, or doing both. We also streamline the onboarding and activation of creators along with customized landing pages and pre-populated creator data. Tools like clickless codes make it really easy for creators to earn commissions every time their code gets used, irrespective of how the consumer chooses to engage with their content. And finally, CJ Influence Campaign Insights brings all of this data together into one holistic view. It incorporates things like engagement, social sentiment, conversions, and ROAS, providing key insights into how creators are performing across social platforms and how that performance ultimately translates into sales. we've seen firsthand how powerful our CJ Influence solution can be. Our client Ray-Ban saw great success by implementing a test and learn strategy through it. They leveraged performance insights from their pilot campaign to optimize their long-term influencer relationships. This resulted in a 229% increase in conversions and revenue, and a 448% increase in ROAS. It doesn't get better than this. I'm going to turn it over to Josh so he can speak to the CJ solutions that can be activated through the rest of the journey stages.
Thanks, Aruna. As we move from awareness to consideration, we know being present in this phase of the journey is critical for Gen Z, place special emphasis on making an informed purchase decision. I myself channel my inner Gen Z here, where I love making informed product decisions. A recent example of that is my wife and I have a 2-year-old at home that we've been working on helping her wake up a little bit later than 5:15 in the morning. So in researching nightlight sound machines, we looked at dozens of products, product reviews, pediatrician articles, peer-reviewed research. We called some friends. Really, we went way too far. But in the end, we chose this amazing nightlight sound machine that at first didn't really help that much, but just recently, she's been waking up when the light turns green. So great success. But back to consideration. It's that phase in the journey in which a shopper can easily change their decision on which brand they're going to purchase with. Just think of my nightlight journey. I changed my mind at least a dozen times, and I'm not alone. In fact, 87% of shoppers will change their mind at the sight of a single strong ad. Now, if only changing sleep for a 2-year-old was that easy. So how can CJ help you connect with Gen Z in this part of the journey? We've got some great solutions to do just that. First is our offers and cashback solution. What this does is it scans the web for your offers and cashback rates, as well as your competitors. With this information in hand, you can now better understand your past performance and strategically plan for the future. It's also really great to figure out when you should buy that bike that you've been looking at. Second is our campaign solution. Yes, Aruna. And what this is like your command center for all of your media, where you can track, measure, and optimize all your campaigns in one place. And finally is our benchmark solution. This gives you the ability to understand your performance in context of your competitors or your category. This can help you identify areas that you're leading or maybe falling behind, and opportunities both for growth and efficiency. One of our clients, Goop, faced a common challenge in TV advertising, measuring campaign effectiveness. To overcome this challenge, they used CJ's clickless tracking solution combined with our data and insights. By sharing a unique promo code on the air, they were able to accurately track revenue, average order value, and return on ad spend from this TV marketing campaign. Essentially, Goop gained a benchmark for their TV marketing efforts, as well as a valuable methodology for measuring non-traditional digital campaigns. So now that we've explored the strategies for interacting with the shopper during that awareness phase, and we've met their needs with offers, cashback, and product reviews, but how do we get them to convert? Well, the key here should be no surprise. It's creating a personalized experience that speaks both to their needs and their preferences. And one of the best ways to do that is with your partners right here in this room. And we've seen the value of this. When an affiliate teams up with another channel, like social media, shoppers spend 62% more than if they have just touched social media alone. It's that synergy, that combination, that's creating that additional value. So how can CJ help here? Our dynamic commissioning suite has enabled brands to have more strategic and efficient partnerships for years now. We've created a system that lets you incentivize and reward your partners based on how well they help you achieve your goals. Whether it's finding new customers, targeting specific shoppers, or beating out the competition, this solution lets you align your goals with your performance partners. So on top of the 100+ parameters that advertisers have been able to commission differently on for years now, we have recently enabled the ability for publishers to pass data as well, to activate different commissioning scenarios. What this means is with that common customer segment data, you can create personalized marketing campaigns that speak deeply with your customers and create that personalized experience. And of course, all of this is done in a privacy-compliant way, so you can get great results while playing by the rules. An example of this was LG. During the Rakuten Rewards Champion Buyer event, they wanted to make a big push. So using our publisher audience commissioning solution, they were able to offer different cashback rates to some of Rakuten Rewards' most loyal shoppers. This targeted approach paid off huge. They saw a 200% increase in revenue and a 346% increase in clicks during the campaign period. It's proof that understanding your audience, tailoring rewards, and messaging can drive great results. So now that we've explored the strategies and tactics for driving conversions, it's important to remember that the journey does not end there. Retaining a customer is key. Gen Z values being a part of a community. They seek connections, and they want to identify with brands that share their common values. A well-designed loyalty program that offers tailored rewards, exclusive content, or motivates continued participation can help solve for this. This is validated by an eMarketer stat that says 71% of Gen Z lists exclusive access to products and experiences in their top 3 reasons to join a loyalty program. So how can CJ help here again? Our CJ Lead solution can enable you to grow and maintain your customer base. We partnered with Databowl to create a comprehensive solution that includes technology, performance measurement, and brand safety. We handle everything from strategy to execution, ensuring that you get top-notch leads. We build bespoke landing pages, qualify, and validate leads before they go into your system. And for every campaign, we guarantee a certain number of high-quality leads. In short, it's a full-service lead generation team designed to help you achieve your goals. The North Face had great success with CJ Leads. They were looking to grow their direct-to-consumer marketing efforts by growing their online consumer member base. CJ Leads targeted shoppers across 4 separate regions, promoting the VIP program, which drove a 7% higher click-to-lead conversion rate than the category benchmark. This resulted in over 110,000 net new signups for the North Face. Wow. And now, Aruna is going to cover the measurement foundation that makes all of this possible.
Thanks, Josh. So we've looked at the solutions, the CJ solutions and strategies that can help you engage the modern consumer. But let's be honest, it all comes down to results. When budgets are shrinking, everyone wants to know what's working. And our partnerships channel is one of the few channels that can actually help close the gap between marketing efforts and the outcomes that are actually driven by those efforts. A lot of this has been possible due to the huge strides that CJ has made in measurement in the more recent years. Our cross-channel journey solution provides the full picture of the entire shopping journey across marketing channels by measuring every single touch point that happens before a sale. The analysis isn't just limited to purchases. It also incorporates touch points that didn't result in a sale. This winning combination of converting and non-converting journeys provides a more holistic view of how the consumer is interacting with your brand. The data can also uncover how our partnerships can drive results in other areas, fostering cross-channel synergies. Advertisers that are integrated with CJ's universal tag solution can take advantage of these insights right away. In fact, we've expanded the eligibility of the solution by offering automatic channel detection, which means you don't have to spend any additional development resources to send us that referring channel data. We do it for you, creating a win-win situation for everyone involved. The CJ technologies and solutions that Josh and I just talked about today represent just a glimpse into the vast potential of what we can accomplish together. We offer so much more and are committed to partnering with you to unlock the full power of our solution suite. Our solutions are designed to help you create seamless experiences across generations ensuring every consumer feels understood and valued. All right, I'm going to close this out with 3 key takeaways for the folks in the audience here. First, we explored how Gen Z is reimagining marketing engagement. And the takeaway here is to be open to evolving your partnership strategies. Meet consumers where they are by incorporating influencer marketing and lead generation into your partnerships. Continuously refine those strategies so you can keep up with those ever-changing needs. Second, in an omni-channel world, we all know every marketing channel is a lever to drive outcomes. Foster collaboration across the org to drive consistent brand messaging so you can unlock new opportunities for cross-channel learning and innovation. And finally, work with partners and solution providers that can help you measure accurately so you can be confident that you're spending wisely. Remember, partnerships media isn't just another channel. It's the entire customer journey wrapped up in a bow, ready to deliver measurable and incremental value.
We've got some great other sessions coming up today that go into a lot more detail on some of the topics that we just covered. So thank you for attending. We love that you're here. If you have other questions, please find Aruna and I afterwards, and have a great CJU.